Hello students, today I'm going to introduce to you what is known as the area model for multiplying binomials. Let's illustrate the question. What is x groups of y plus two things? And we're going to illustrate it by putting the x model into the vertical, and we're going to put the y plus 2 model into the horizontal. And think of this as a rectangle where we're going to multiply length times width. Okay, so the x amount is represented by one of these guys, okay? Y is represented by one of these guys, and 1, a unit, a constant, represented by the little square. So I'm going to put them away, and we're going to look at what happens, or what will fill this rectangular area when we multiply x times y plus 2. And you can write that like we've been writing x times the quantity y plus 2 on your paper. All right, so the first thing is, since we're multiplying length times width, we would first multiply y times x. And what we would get is simply xy, or yx, and it would be a block this size that has a length of y and a width of x, or a height of x. So that would fit right there in that spot, and you can see that it's x tall and y long. Okay, now we have to see, okay, what happens when we multiply the 2, since this is y plus 2, by the x? Well, what do you think is going to happen? 2 times x is going to be, guess what, 2x. Now they don't fit normally when they're this way, so what we can do is we can grab a corner, turn them around, and sure enough, when we put them into the model, they fill up the rectangular area exactly. So we have the area of xy plus 2x as the product of x times the quantity y plus 2. Let's do another one. We're now going to multiply binomials, and the two binomials, let's see if you can guess what they are x plus 1 and x plus y. And again, we're going to fill in this rectangular area. The way we do it is to multiply whatever is along the bottom by each thing that's along the top. It's the same as if we are distributing each of the terms to each of the terms in the second binomial. Okay, so here we go. X times x is, you got it, x squared, and that's going to fit right here. What about x times 1? It's going to be 1x, which is just this. That's going to fit right there. Okay, now let's go over to the y. Y times x. Well, y times x is the same as x times y, and it yields a rectangle that is y long and x high. And lastly, we're going to multiply y times 1. Well, y times 1 is just 1y, which is just one of these, and it fits in there. Are we getting the idea? Let's look at another one. I'm going to do the first one, and then I'd like for you to try the next two just on a piece of paper. Model them and fill in the area. So let's first model the first one, x plus 1, x plus 2. So I'm going to put x plus 1 into the vertical. When you move it over there, it turns for you. So there's the x. Now I need the 1. So I'm going to click that, pull it over here. That's x plus 1. In the horizontal, if I'm going to do this first problem, x plus 1 times x plus 2, I'm going to take x, and to get x plus 2, I have to use 2 of these and drag them into, okay, so really we're doing base times height. All right, now when we did that, it made the outline of our area. And what are we going to fill in? Well, let's start with x times x is x squared. Fits right there. And then x times 1 is just 1x. And now we have these 2. Let's see. 2 times x is going to be 2x. So we take 2 of the x's and we're going to have to turn them to make them fit. And then finally 2 times 1. Well, 2 times 1 is simply 2. They're going to fit nicely. Now when we talk about what the product is or what the area is, that's going to actually be the trinomial that is the answer to the multiplication problem x plus 1 times x plus 2. And the answer is x squared plus how many x's? 1, 2, 3x plus 2. So your trinomial that is the product of the two binomials x plus 1 and x plus 2 is x squared plus 3x plus 2. We're going to do some of these together in class.